There's something magical about waking up before sunrise in Canberra. The city is still quiet, the air is cool, and the first light of the day slowly begins to colour the sky. But during a few special mornings each year, something incredible happens. Giant hot air balloons begin rising silently into the sky, drifting above Lake Burley-Griffin, Parliament House, and the tree-lined avenues of Australia's capital. This is the Canberra Balloon Spectacular, one of the most unique festivals in Australia. The Canberra Balloon Spectacular has been running since 1986, making it one of the longest-running balloon festivals in Australia. Over the years, the event has become one of Canberra's most loved traditions. For several mornings, colourful balloons from around the country gather on the lawns near John Dunmore Lang Place, right beside the National Library of Australia. Before sunrise, crews start preparing the balloons on the grass while spectators gather around with cameras and coffee in hand. The atmosphere feels almost like a quiet celebration as the city slowly wakes up. Watching the balloon inflate is one of the most fascinating parts of the event. At first, the balloon envelope, the giant fabric part, is spread flat across the ground. Large fans are used to blow cold air into the balloon, slowly filling it and giving it shape. At this stage, the balloon still lies on its side across the grass. Once enough air is inside, the pilot begins using the burner. A powerful propane flame shoots into the balloon envelope, heating the air inside. As the air gets hotter, it becomes lighter than the surrounding air outside. This is the basic science that makes hot air balloons fly. Hot air rises because it is less dense than cold air. As the air inside continues to heat up, the balloon slowly begins to lift upright. Within a few minutes, the massive fabric structure stands tall above the basket, sometimes reaching the height of a multi-storey building. The moment the balloon stands up is always exciting for the crowd. When the pilot adds more heat using the burner, the balloon becomes lighter than the surrounding air and gently lifts off the ground. There is no engine noise like an airplane. Instead, balloons rise almost silently, with only occasional bursts from the burner creating a loud whoosh of flame. Steering a hot air balloon is very different from flying an aircraft. Balloons cannot turn left or right in the traditional sense. Instead, pilots control altitude. Different layers of air move in slightly different directions, so by going higher or lower, pilots can catch winds that carry them in the direction they want. This is why balloon flights happen at sunrise. Early morning air is usually calm and stable, making it safer for balloon pilots to navigate. The balloons slowly drift across Canberra's skyline, often floating above Lake Burley-Griffin and sometimes even passing near Parliament House. Seeing dozens of colourful balloons moving across the morning sky creates a spectacular view that attracts thousands of visitors every year. If you're visiting from the city centre, getting to the launch site is very easy. The main launch area at John Dunmore Lang Place is only about 3 kilometres from Canberra CBD, which is roughly a 5-minute drive or about a 30-minute walk. Many visitors arrive early and walk along the lake foreshore to watch the balloons inflate. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and love discovering unique events around Australia, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Have you ever seen hot air balloons in person before? Or is the Canberra Balloon Spectacular now on your travel list? Let us know in the comments below. Some of the best viewing spots include the Lake Burley-Griffin shoreline, Commonwealth Avenue Bridge, the lawns near Parliament House, and the Mount Ainslie Lookout, which provides a stunning panoramic view of the entire city. The Canberra Balloon Spectacular usually takes place in early March, which is one of the best times of year to visit the city. Autumn is beginning, temperatures are cooler, and the skies are often clear. Morning temperatures can be around 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, so bringing a warm jacket is definitely a good idea. If you're planning to visit, it's also smart to bring a camera or smartphone, comfortable walking shoes, and maybe a coffee or breakfast from nearby vendors. Sunrise lighting combined with colourful balloons makes this event a dream for photographers. One thing visitors should remember is that balloon flights depend heavily on weather conditions. If winds are too strong or the weather is unsafe, flights may be cancelled for that morning. Pilots always prioritize safety. Hot air balloon landings are another fascinating part of the flight. As the pilot wants to descend, they simply allow the air inside the balloon to cool slightly. As the air cools, it becomes denser, and the balloon slowly begins to descend. To land, the pilot releases hot air through a valve at the top of the balloon envelope, reducing lift and allowing the balloon to gently come down towards the ground. Landing sites are usually open fields or large, clear areas chosen by the pilot during the flight. Sometimes landings are very smooth, with the basket touching down lightly. Other times, depending on wind conditions, the basket may gently bounce or drag slightly along the ground before stopping. Ground crews usually follow the balloon by vehicle and arrive to help pack everything up. Visitors may also notice special shaped balloons. These are balloons designed to look like animals, characters, or unique objects, adding a fun and playful element to the sky. The event takes place on Ngunnawal country, the traditional land of the Ngunnawal people, who have cared for this region for tens of thousands of years. Today, events like the Balloon Spectacular bring communities together while acknowledging the deep cultural history of the land. Because the event happens around Lake Burley Griffin and public parklands, visitors are encouraged to respect the environment. Using rubbish bins, recycling where possible, and keeping the area clean helps protect this beautiful part of Canberra. One of the best things about the Canberra Balloon Spectacular is that watching the launches is completely free. Anyone can come early in the morning and enjoy the incredible sight of balloons rising over the capital. However, if you want the ultimate experience, you can also book a hot air balloon ride yourself and float above the city. These rides can cost several $100s, but they offer a once-in-a-lifetime view of Canberra from the sky. As the sun rises higher and the balloons drift away across the skyline, the city slowly returns to normal. But for those who woke up early to watch the launch, it's an unforgettable experience. The Canberra Balloon Spectacular is more than just a festival. It's a peaceful moment where science, adventure and beauty come together in the sky above Australia's capital. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with someone who loves travel and adventure. And if you want to discover more incredible places, festivals and hidden gems across Australia, make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.